Hello, hello. Give me 1 second. Get my setup all figured out. Invite everybody on here. I don't really have a lot planned today. Be completely honest. I've been planning this like presentation on how to build a tournament ready deck, and instead of finishing that yesterday, I just found some people to test with and played the game. Because when it comes right down to it, I'm always a player first. So I don't have a lot ready today. I guess I'm just going to take everybody through this void Jin list that I've updated. And then maybe find someone to play. That's what I really want to do, is I just want to play. Okay, I went around and sent some invites out. My goal of today is to play Void Jin with someone. If anybody is awake right now, my teammate Kyle said he might be awake, but I don't think he is because he hasn't responded to me. So anybody who's watching this, message me on Discord, comment in the chat if you'd like to play, because really I'm just looking for people to test with and someone to play this list with. Give me a sec. I'm really happy the camera only shows like right around my face, because this room at the moment is a disaster. I would be very embarrassed if this view expanded beyond this. But I made a Void Jin deck profile before the Wish tournament a few weeks ago. I had, when Jin first got released, I thought he was the best character in the game. I said as much on the Facebook Universus group. I put that like change my mind guy and said Jin is the best character in the game. This was before Younger had been revealed. And I was blown away by the power level that Jin seemed to have on face. So I put this Void list together. It started out as like a mono flash deck. I quickly realized that mono flashes was not the way to go. It felt decently strong, but it didn't. It did not feel consistent enough. I wasn't, it's like I'm keeping my rival from enhanced steps, but I'm also keeping myself from enhanced steps, and I'm not drawing a lot of cards. And Jin really wants to see card draw to take control of the game. So the mono flash thing just didn't really stick with me. Then I adjusted it to where I was like 1/3 flashes, 1/3 echoes, 1/3 draw cards. It was feeling a lot better, but I just got bored, is the honest answer. I moved on, built Air Jin, quickly got bored of that too, started trying to build Life Jin. Never quite felt like I was getting anywhere with it, and just kind of gave up. And then I gave up on Jin and started focusing on Mirio. Well, I told you guys last week when the Critical Role decks were revealed, I immediately started thinking about this card here, Knott's Flask, because I think that this card is crazy. I think it's absolutely cracked. It is a 1 diff asset that says +6 or -6 damage for free. That's crazy. Also, you can self-mill yourself and sometimes get that to +9 or -9 damage, +12 or -12 damage. I was testing this list last night. I had 3 Knott's Flasks on my stage, and one of them had like 5 counters, one of them had 4 counters, one of them had 3 counters. I was constantly milling 3 without hitting an attack. That might be due because this this Jin deck is only running 30% attacks. My like Mirio deck was more like 35%. Those aggressive decks, you want to see your attacks more consistently. But with Jin, where we're very comfortable sitting back, playing defense, picking our spots to really go in on offense, then Knott's Flask just adds so much versatility. It can be the damage that Jin needs to push through lethal, or it can be the defense that he needs to survive for forever. Because now I'm still going to be blocking you 2 to 5 times, but when I stop blocking you, I can use Knott's Flask and reduce the damage that I'm taking. And now you combine that damage reduction with a card like Rejuvenating Smash, which I'm gaining health, and Ultra Regeneration, where I'm gaining health. And pretty soon it feels like Jin is more like a 40 health character rather than 27 health. And it's exactly what he needs to go in for a lethal attack string. All right. So what I would like to do is, if anybody would like to test with me, I know it's probably way too early in the morning, but I'm looking for someone to play with and use this list on. Let me go over the other changes that I made since that Void deck profile. Good morning, David. Neat deck. Hey, if you're down to play on TTS, let me know. I am looking to test. But so the idea for coming back to Void Jin was based around Knott's Flask and this versatility of this asset. At work, got no decks either. All right, that's fair enough. Yeah, so Knott's Flask was the idea to come back to Void Gen, but then I've made a lot of changes since that deck profile as well. The biggest change I made on the attack lineup is I got rid of all of the flash attacks, and I just replaced them with draw. This Shards of Winter in my testing has shown itself to be a crazy card. This is one of my favorite attacks in the deck. It's going to be base 3 speed because of Jin. You always get at least 1 more speed because of the stun 1, because you get X speed. X equals the number of committed rival foundations. If your rival has 4 committed foundations, then this is a 5/5 if it deals draw a card. But if your rival has more than that, and you're adding on Jin, pretty soon this is like a 10 mid for 5, I'll draw. Very, very good cantrip attack here, because they will almost never block it. And if they do block it, well, then you probably have lethal in your hand because they committed all their resources to negate this Shards of Winter. So I have loved this card. All it needs to be worth it for stats on face is a 7 mid 5. 7 mid 5 pays off the 4 diff purely on stats, even if you don't get the draw off. You get that if they have 6 committed foundations, or if they had 5 committed foundations, you play it, you say stun 1. Now they have 6. Now it's a 7 mid 5. Now it's worth it purely on stats. Love Shards of Winter, taking it up to a 3x. I added in Dimensional Sphere for defense. Basically, this is almost a purely defensive card. That it's an Omni block. It's throw hate. I'm going to remove the thing before the damage step. And on offense, it's going to be like a 7 mid attack with stun 1. If you don't block it, I'm drawing 2 cards, discarding 1. So Jin really, really wants cards in hand. Jin really wants solid defense. This is doing both of those things at the same time. Also, even though it's only 1 damage, remember this deck is built around Knott's Flask. It carries the 3 damage from Knott's Flask really, really well. So 2x of the Dimensional Sphere. Ice Sword Execution also put in here at 2x. Basically, this is just for the name a foundation, commit all copies of that foundation, get rid of whatever scary thing they have. Also, Ice Sword Execution sets up Shards of Winter really, really well. And it's the damage that we need. And it's a high block in a format where we know Younger is going to be the boogeyman, and he plays a million high attacks. I also made a lot of adjustments to the foundation lineup. This is not like normal. I really like these Olipop things. Very, very tasty. I know it's entirely too early in the morning to be drinking. I should just be drinking water. But I love those things. Okay, on the foundation lineup, one of the biggest changes I made was just taking this deck from 60 cards to 75 cards with a 25, 35, 15 block ratios. Remember, 2 of these are Dimensional Sphere, which is really an omni-block. So the reason I took it from 60 to 75 cards is because with Knott's Flask, I am milling typically 6 cards over a turn cycle per Knott's Flask in my stage. If I have 2 of these in stage, I'm milling 12 cards over a turn cycle to try and get more counters. Because of that, I don't want to mill out and kill myself because Jin is milling himself quite quickly. That's like one of his main downsides, is that he's a control character that mills himself pretty quickly. Micro Switch, I did not find someone to test against. If you'd like to, I'll put that in the comments. Yeah, so that is the reason for taking it to 75 cards. With that, I've made a lot of changes. I added in lively defense. This is my only like extra defense speed hate beyond Jin. Otherwise, I'm just relying on my character. But I really, really enjoy this. Hey, -2 speed, I'll kick out something I used with the block. Basically, minus 2 speed to this attack, -1 speed to all this attack and all future attacks. The foundation I've been loving the most is Ultra Regen. I really didn't expect to love this because I'm not running Titan Cliff. I've been thinking about running Titan Cliff. It just doesn't belong. But Ultra Regen still belongs. If I can, draw 2, gain 2, and this list is all about sprinting into deadlock and then being able to draw cards. So I need to be able to build out my hand and then grab cards. Ultra Regen helps with that. Hacker helps with that. Rejuve helps with that, to where I can replenish the cards in my hand on defense. Also, Ultra Regen, if I am committed out, which a lot of times you are committed out after you've blocked 3 or 4 times. Well, then you can remove Ultra Regen and go grab Genkai's Guidance to your hand. You have 3 cards in you played 3 blocks and you got 3 blocks in your card pool, you're committed out. Use Ultra Regen, grab Genkai's Guidance. All you have to pass is a 4 and you can get rid of their attack. Also, on Void, we don't have a lot of self-foundation destruction, and Genkai's Guidance can kind of fulfill that role. We are playing a couple idle work. This card's been better than I expected in my testing. Really didn't expect it to be that good, but I enjoy it. We are playing 2 3-div, or 2 Prone to Dry Eyes, 2 Unbreakables, 2 Ultra Regens. Unbreakables, 1, we don't have a lot of self-foundation destruction outlets on Void. This is going to help with that. It's also going to help us. We're running 35 mid blocks in a 75 card deck. We got to make these full blocks with Jin. Unbreakable is going to help us with that. It's also going to help us. We have a lot of people playing like Dragon Strike that selectively flips one of your foundations. And Unbreakable says, hey, I'll discard momentum. I'll cancel that ability. Thank you. I'm going to keep my foundation that I really want. Then we've got 3 Petty Squabble. This card has been so good. Discarding something and committing one of their foundations. Or if they, sculpted, they've got their perfect 2 cards in hand that they sculpted for defense. And you say, yeah, let's discard those. And you'll actually just get 2 random cards on defense instead of the blocks that you sculpted. Like the barrier shield that you sculpted, let's go ahead and get it out of there. It's also going to help me dig deeper for attacks. I really don't care about committing my character all that much. And if I have 0 cards in hand on defense, I can commit my character and basically just draw 2. Other than that, we've got Red Rise the Coolest paying the cost. We're trying to solve that Jin doesn't add a lot of damage on things between Prone to Dry Eyes, paying the cost, and Knott's Flask. We're using a lot of resources here to put damage on our attacks. The foundation that I never expected to love, but I absolutely love in this deck, is Endless Loathing. This is 1 diff, 2 high block. Remember, we need high blocks in this format. It says flip, the next foundation you try to play ignores progressive difficulty. and it goes at form speed. So you can play attack, 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 one diff foundation, one diff foundation, zero diff foundation, flip your endless loathing, throw an ultra regen on a 4 at the very end. Like, you can build, it's not only that you get a free foundation after your attacks, it's that you get a free foundation after your attacks and your build. So you build, you attack, you build your cheap stuff, throw on your expensive thing at the end. It's been really, really solid. This is how we are getting these 3 diffs and 4 diffs out in the mid game, when typically those are really, really hard to pass the check after you attack a few times, because we do want to throw some pokes out because we want to be drawing off of Hacker and doing things with our momentum. A big way this list is killing is that we're 4xing double Tornado Fist and we're 4xing double Fists of the Mortal Flame. So we want that momentum for Echoes. We want to be throwing pokes out. It's going to help our offense. It's going to help our defense. And Endless Loathing is going to allow us to build after we poke. Also, Endless Loathing just has this deadlock form. Flip, your next check gets 2, your rival's check gets -2. That's not a huge deal, but it's something. It's, anyway, I just found myself really liking this card. So I took it, I started, just put 1 in there, and now I'm all the way up to 3 in there because it's helping me get my Ultra Regens. Yeah, I've been wanting to see it like every game. I also got the Adorable Telepath. This is only in here because Younger's the boogeyman. Just, hey, I'll pick it up from my stage, and now I got a high block in my hand. And when I pick it up, I say -1 speed. Or I can pick it up and say +1 speed, which sometimes wins you the game. Very, very rarely. Other than that, we got Rejuve, and then we have 8 foundations to discard a card. Right, 9 foundations now. We have Botan's Coaching, Petty Squabble, Prone to Dry Eyes. All of those are going to turn on Rejuve. Oh, Masho Concealment, I took up to a 4x. It's too big of a deal. It's too big of a deal. It says on defense, everything of theirs gets -3 speed. On offense, everything of yours gets a damage. I'm also going to be able to cancel something. Now I can cancel something on your attacks with Jin. I can cancel something on your foundations with Masho Concealment. I could block 3 or 4 things. I've got damage reduction. Now I've got this wall set up that's really, really hard to crack. Masho Concealment. Also, if they're playing any sort of like selective destruction, selective flip, they're always coming after your Masho Concealment. So might as well play 4 so that you can rebuild it when they inevitably destroy it. And that is where I'm at with the deck. I'm going to be playing this for my local qualifier this Saturday, and for probably my local qualifier the next Saturday. I've got 2 in the next 2 weeks. This next one's in Midland, Texas, which is like a 2-hour drive away from Lubbock, but it's worth it. So I've got the Midland one this weekend, and then the Lubbock one next weekend. And then if it seems like it's been doing really well, then I might take it to Vegas. So this is, it's just that Knott's Flask is a very fun card. A very, very fun card. And it has changed my Void Jin experience from like sort of boring to having a great time playing the game. And that's why I've got nothing for you today other than this, because I've been enjoying playing Jin. Okay, someone reach out to me on Discord and test with me. Someone come play with me. Otherwise, I'm going to start running practice hands on stream. Let's see here. I got tabletop opened up. I guess I can ask for everybody's help with my sideboard because I have no idea. I assume that I'll side in some flash attacks if there is a matchup where flashes feel really strong. But right now in my side, I took out Fruit of Our Labors from the main. Daunting Message I could put in. I do lose health with Double Fists and paying the cost, so it could make sense. The reason it wasn't in was because let's see. It wasn't in because typically with Jin, like I don't want to be, I want to win the game. near full health. If I was at home, you know I would. Influencing the youth, it's like an ice sword execution. You know, commit everything in the stages. I love this card. I just never end up mainboarding it. This was something I was looking at for a long time with Order Hawks. Force Quirk activation. Web of Blades, I feel like, is always a good sideboard card. Facing danger, pass through. Like, Web of Blades could be even good against, like, Elder Toguro. Like, okay, you swapped speed and damage, but now whatever thing that you wanted to be lower, the speed or the damage, I'm going to add +2 of it. Pass through walls. This is kind of when I was thinking through Titan Cliff. Elasticity if they're playing stun. Protecting Yukina if they're playing a lot of throws. And I need to stop their damage. I've been checked out since Worlds. I feel like I know nothing of sideboards. Hey, isn't UK Nats? I mean, the UK Major Regionals coming up. You got to get ready for that. When is the UK Regionals? Is that before or after Vegas for us? We got April 27th, basically 1 month and 1 day out from the US Regional. By the way, go sign up for that. It is $80 because you get a 3-day pass to the Level Up Expo. Seems like it's going to be a lot of fun, but I feel like a lot of players are waiting to buy their ticket because it is $80. I think like April 1st, April 2nd, we're going to see a lot of tickets bought for the event, or people are just waiting until the last second because you don't want to spend that kind of money and then not end up going. I am going to Vegas. I am very much looking forward to it. Actually, April 27th is my 30th birthday. So I will be spending my birthday playing Swiss rounds at the event. But my brother and I are both going, and I'm going with my wife, and he is taking his girlfriend, and we're going to hang out in Vegas and have a good time. You're fine missing out this year. Don't do that. You get 16 UK players in the Worlds. You get twice the number as last year. We're going to get 16 UK players, 16 Oceania players, 32 US. I am feeling the grind for championship points right now, because I know a lot of other players have more than one locals. And so I'm at 13 championship points. I think I got 6 or 5 from the no, I'm at 12 championship points, I think. I think I got 5 from a local qualifier and 7 from the webcam regional. That is why I'm making this trip to Midland this Saturday. I wasn't planning on doing 2 weekends in a row of Universus, but I feel like I've got to go out there and get championship points to keep up with everybody else. I don't want to be the weak link on the team and dragging everybody else down. So it does feel like I know of one person who I think is almost at 20 championship points. Not sure what everybody else is at. I tend to think that like around 80 to 100 championship points probably gets you into Worlds if you're a US player. And so you 20 to 25 championship points per season is probably the line to hit if you want to make Worlds. All right, guys, I really need someone to come play me, because I have nothing else. I guess I do have something else. We can talk about Mothra and Rodon. Let me go pull that up real quick. Let's go pull up this video that they did. Where do I see this? Godzilla UVS Games. What is it called? I guess I'll just go to the Universus. I'll go to their official channel. I guess asking for games at 5:30 in the morning is not the most fruitful time. But maybe I'll jump on Discord and I'll send a message out real quick. Let's see if anybody's looking on the TTS. No, nobody's looking. Okay, then let's go to this Meet the Monsters from UVS Games. Let's, I'll just pull this over here and let's check it out. We have Godzilla. I think I've already... Did I ever show off my King Ghidorah deck? I don't think I did. I don't think I ever did. Let's just talk about each of these monsters because I honestly think that these characters for the Godzilla Challenger deck are the coolest designed characters we've seen in a long time. By far, like, to me, the Critical Role characters seemed cool, but I didn't feel this like huge desire to play all of them. I played a couple rounds with Jester, and then I've never played with the other three. They all seemed cool and in theory a lot of fun, but there's no like burning desire I have where I need to go play this character. Same thing with like Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Challenger decks. I've played all four characters a little bit now. Spike by far the most, maybe Vash too. I've played Spike and Vash quite a bit each, and they've been enjoyable. But there's nothing like crazy about those characters. Like Spike +1/+1 for face downs, flip if it deals damage, draw. This is not like a super unique design. I mean, he is, of course, every character is unique, but this isn't like this is immediately just making my brain go to work. How can I build this character? And these Godzilla Challenger characters, all four of them are like, I've got to play this character. This is giving me so many ideas and so many brain blasts. Like, I need to play all of these characters. Maybe Rodon is the exception. But I feel like I've got to build a Godzilla deck. I've got to build a Ghidorah deck, and I've got to build a Mothra deck. The other Rodon might be the exception, but he's still very, very interesting. Mothra and Rodon are doing quite similar things, and of the two, I want to play that 8-hander. I want to play Mothra. UK Versus said, found me an opponent. Yeah, so Godzilla says your attacks with a printed difficulty of 5 or greater get 3 damage. You're not completely locked into 5 diff or higher attacks, but you're definitely incentivized to go that way. You get spend 1 momentum. Your next check to play an attack or block gets +2. You basically get Cool Student on face. Cool Student is a MHA set 1 card that rotated out that said this. This can be quite good. And then you get this first form once per game. This is what really makes my brain go to work here is commit, discard 4 cards, destroy all foundations, only playable if there are 10 or more foundations in all stages combined. So you're not allowed to use it turn 2 unless your opponent somehow built 10 foundations turn 1. But on turn 3, this is probably pretty active. His name is Kai, very good player. Awesome. Okay, sounds like I'll be testing someone soon. But this board wipe is really, really interesting. You can use it with like Enormous Axe, and then you build back in a foundation when you destroy it. You can use like Battle Arena, since it only destroys foundations, and then Battle Arena can give your check 2. You still get your enhanced spend momentum. Your next check to play an attack is +2. So even with the board wipe, you could still very easily play 3 attacks when your opponent has no stage to block with. Or maybe you just board wipe. You had to discard 4 cards, so you only have 2 in hand. And then maybe you just play 2 foundations pass, and your rival probably can't attack you with 0 foundation. So very interesting. Like, I always go first type mechanic. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be building this guy. Let's jump to King Ghidorah. Where's Ghidorah? Ghidorah I've already got a deck for, and I started planning for him. At the start of the game, add 3 King Ghidorah counters. So basically, he is this 30 health monster. You have to kill him 3 times over, and all of these evil symbol, if you're at less than 10 health cards, or if you're, are automatically online, like unmatched quickness. He can always block with that 6 difficulty younger attack that says if you have 10 or less health, the check to pass this block passes no matter what. Yeah, he is just always online. This guy I've already got a deck built for. Let me jump to my King Ghidorah deck. Yeah, here it is. It's a million one-ofs because it's King Ghidorah. And you can play from your discard, right? That says, commit, remove 1 card in your hand, choose an attacker foundation in your discard pile and remove it. You may try to play that card this turn. What's really cool about this is you can use it on offense or on defense. It's pretty versatile that way. So you could play this true 100% Unleashed just every turn on defense and always pass the check to block. Always pass the check to block. Or you can use it on offense and grab whatever you need. So if we play this card from outside our hand, this, Monstrous Fusion now gets powerful 5, 100% power. We can commit our character. We can commit their character down. Villainous Teamwork if we need to get one of their assets out of the way. Tetra Terror, we can play it. It gets the extra 2 speed and then go grab something if we need. We can play like Chronostasis Trigger to seal them. Point Blank Shot is a pretty cool one that we can grab on defense. Give everything -2 speed. I don't like anyone who dies to Chronostasis Trigger. Okay, here's my thing. So King Ghidorah can die if Chronostasis seals him and then the static goes away. And then all you have to do is kill him once. But Chronostasis Trigger, how often do you see Chronostasis Trigger in an event? This webcam regional, I don't think a single person played Chronostasis Trigger against me. So I don't think it's a real fear. There's other ways to seal King Ghidorah down. You can use like Hero's Upbringing to seal Ghidorah and then kill him. I think that's probably a more seen card in competitive play than Chronostasis Trigger because Hero's Upbringing is such a sideboardable card. But King Ghidorah can also just run Dr. Ichigaki and cancel those things. Yeah, I am traumatized a little by Villainous Teamwork. This card's actually quite good right now. And if it's played from zone other than your hand, it ignores progressive difficulty. So you could play this pretty late in a string with King Ghidorah and just throw it out there. So this is my King Ghidorah deck. I've also got the Unmatched Quickness, of course, at a 4x. If you have 10 or less health, you get Airy, which is really, really cool because now your rival has to kill you 4 times over instead of 3 times over. But the other guy that was shown yesterday that really has me interested is Mothra, our first 8-hander in the game. We get this at the start of your end phase, discard 1 card. Okay, so a lot of people see that static and they just think of Mothra as a 7-hander, right? Oh, I have to discard a card at the end phase. Okay, I'm a 7-hander with 21 health. But you're not. You got to see 8 cards. You get to choose the card you discard. You're going to choose the, least applicable card to get out of your hand at the start of the end phase. So it's, to me, that static isn't really a huge deal. He is still very much an 8-hander. Also, if you kill them that turn, then you were never a 7-hander. You got to see 8 cards. You get to see way more cards for lethal attack strings. You get to see more cards for builds, and you can build the foundations that really help you keep the blocks that you need. discard the block that you don't need. You know, a lot of times we're running these like Hacker Extraordinaire, 4 high block. Well, if we didn't need Hacker, just go ahead and discard it. Or we have a lot of no block cards now. So he's still very much an 8-hander to me. I think if you just look at that static and take him down to a 7-hander, you're probably doing it wrong. Commit, this attack is plus X or minus X speed. X equals his printed difficulty. That's really interesting. So we're typically getting to add a 5 speed to something or minus 5 speed to something. Basically a free block on defense. If we don't attack that turn, we can build very, very quickly being an 8-hander. And then we can spend 2 momentum to ready Mothra. That bottom enhance isn't a big deal. Because basically you're spending your momentum as if that's EX2, right? EX 2.5. Spend 2 momentum, get them, commit them for plus 5 speed. That's like you had EX 2.5 on any card that you want. I think it's probably a bigger deal on defense that you can say minus 5 speed, spend 2 momentum. Okay, I can get another free block in because I just needed to survive this turn. Probably going to be using that on defense a lot more than on offense is my prediction. But this guy, I'm going to be playing a lot of Mothra. This game is one of the main reasons I think Universus is so much more fun than other card games is that you're drawing more than 1 card a turn. And with Mothra, you're drawing 8 cards a turn. You will be very, very consistently seeing the pieces that you want to see in your deck. The higher your hand size, the more consistent you see the tech pieces that you want. Yeah, 14-6 walk the dog. Yeah, on the air symbol, it does say printed. It does say printed difficulty, so commit them. 14 low 6, walk the dog, throw a few momentum into it. 14 low 12, you probably just have game. You probably just have game at that point. Okay, looks like Kai is ready to test. I'm going to jump on with Kai. I don't have long. I've only got until like 6:45. But I can get a game in. All right, give me a sec while I get my earphones on. If you're just joining, I took everybody through a Void Jin list that I'm playing for my local qualifier this next week, and very likely playing for Vegas as well. Okay, let's see. Connect to the power beats. Okay, I've got this thing connected. Now I just need to go invite Kai. Okay, Kai is going to jump on. I've got 40 minutes. Probably not enough time for like a 3-game round. We can get some things here. One of my favorite things to do was when they let me reveal Rinku. I went and put all of his cards right away into TTS so that I could play with him and test him. The only person I played him against was my brother, though. He was the only one I gave a heads up to because I just needed someone to test my deck lists out for the reveal. Let's see if Kai's jumping on. Can you hear me all right? Oh, he's in the guest room. Hey, Kai, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Or
Yeah, I've got you.
nice.
All right, the table name is UVS all caps, and the password is UVS all caps.
Okay. My PC's quite slow, so but once it's warmed up, it'll be fine.
All right, you're all good. I've only got like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
6:07, 30, 40 minutes, but we can still we got time for a game at least.
Yeah.
Who are you
Do you
playing?
want to play? I'm playing the Younger to Guru deck list on all.
All right, I actually need to practice against younger, so this will be good.
Yeah.
Brett says, "Did you not read the email? That was a big no." Okay, well, keep it between us.
Yeah. What's the password again? Sorry.
It's UVS all caps.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah. I'm gonna be adding on to this deck for maps because it's fun. It's very. I played a final smash in one turn.
All right, so you're on the all variant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Final Smash in them. Force your rival, build to 8. Now it's on a 4 diff. Stack your deck, draw what you need.
It's UVS, isn't it? The
Yeah,
passcode.
all caps.
Are you training for any event specifically?
Uh, no. I guess I'm very much thinking about this deck for the Las Vegas regional, so I'm gonna need to be ready for younger.
Yeah. Do you mind promoting these so I can grab a deck when
Yeah,
I?
you are promoted.
Yeah, this is the deck I'm using for the UK regional.
When is that?
Uh, 20th of April, I think.
20th, so just the week before ours. 9?
5.
Hey, I'll take first. I'll keep.
I'm gonna send 4 back. You can start.
Yeah, I think I go. I'm gonna need this on a 2, on a 3. Then I think I just take the safe way. 2 and 3, and I will pass.
Let's draw my extra first. That would be a good idea. On a 3. On a 3. On a 3. On a 4. Yeah, I gotta ready my character. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move that out of my way. Okay, I'm back. I will ready up Jin. Get rid of this. Draw 5. Let's see what we got. You have 2 in hand, 3 in hand.
3.
And always cool and invincible body. I think we'll go on a 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will pass.
Yeah. No review, draw 3. On a 3. On a 2. On a 2. We'll pass there.
2 invincible bodies. 2 invincible bodies. Got none of those. I'll send this one away. Draw 5. Let's go. Then I'd be able to draw with this. I have that to add to my hand. And I have a hacker. Yeah, on a 4, checks, I'll respond. 2 speed, any response?
No response.
My first enhance will be lose 2 health, get a momentum, it loses echo.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I will mill 3 with flask. Nothing.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will pass as well. 5 high 4.
I'll take 4.
All right. Let's go on a 5, on a 4, on a 5. I will pass 2 in hand.
Yeah. Ruby give you snack time and draw 4. Yeah. Uh, 80% power on 5. 2. 3, 4. Yeah, we'll go 4, 5. Any responses?
-2 speed.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Any other responses?
No other response.
If it's okay, I'll destroy one of your foundations and you build the top 2.
I'll cancel Jin. -1 speed with Masho concealment.
3. I'm gonna give it 2 speed, 2 damage with itself.
I'll pass.
I'm gonna flip this with snack time to draw.
Sounds
good.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I'm not in deadlock.
Yeah.
You're good. And then don't forget that I can always cancel a foundation with Masho.
Yeah.
I'm going to mill 3 with Knott's Flask. Nothing. Just
Boost
trying to get
counter.
more boost counters.
I'm gonna give it 3 damage with Yank's Guru.
Sounds good. I will pass.
I will also pass it. Say, it should be 3. 3 mid for 10.
Sounds good. I'll go on a 4. Checks. I'll respond and remove it before it resolves.
Yeah. We'll play on always cool. easily excited, and you're finished. Full pass.
Sounds good. I have to remove that. Draw 5. You have 2 in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. And you got the deadlock of snack time. I'll go on a 4. Checks. I'll respond. 2 speed. Do you have a response?
I got no response.
I will also respond easily excited. Give it another speed. My first enhance will be to say stun 1.
I'll stun this. I'll pass.
I will give it 4 speed.
Yep. I'll pass.
I'll say if it deals damage, I get to draw.
I'll pass.
I'll mill 3 with flask. Nothing.
I'll pass.
I'm going to discard a momentum with hacker to draw a card.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I'll give it a damage with Masho concealment.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will pass as well. 8 mid 6.
I'll take 6.
All right, I will draw. Okay, I will go 4. 4. Let's commit this. I can get rid of that now. I'll go 4. Let's say, look at your attack zones. We have low, low, high, low. I'll go 4, and then I'll go 5. And I will pass to you. I'm in deadlock.
Yeah. Already. What is it? Sorry, I am quite laggy. I'm gonna review this easily excited to draw 5. Nebulous Stirrer on 5. 3, 4, 5. Any responses?
Minus 2 speed.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it 5 damage with Youngest Guru.
All right. I will mill 3 with flask. Nothing.
Yeah. I'm going to put this to the top for 2 damage. With its ability.
Yeah, that's fine. Pass.
I'm gonna flip Settling on Debts. I'll draw 1 card.
Okay. Remember, I do have a cancel for draw, but that one's okay.
Yeah. I need to ask you.
Yeah, I'll say minus 1 speed, Masho.
Yeah. Let's play a Sugar Rush. And that's yeah. No, one card. We'll do that. Gets 2 speed and 4 damage once I make the check. Checks.
Sounds good. I will pass.
I will also pass it. Say 2 low for 15. It's throw.
Yeah, I'll block on a 3, and then I'm going to remove it before the damage step.
No. Yeah.
And try and run away from the throw.
Yeah, well, we'll play a final smash on 4. 3, 4. Any responses?
-3 speed.
Yeah.
No other response.
I'm gonna use its ability if that's okay.
I will cancel it.
Yeah.
I'll mill 3 with flask. Nothing.
I'll give it 5 damage with Yangataguro.
Yeah. I will. I'll discard a momentum with hacker to draw.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I'll commit unbreakable, destroy this. If it's blocked, it's completely blocked.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I'll say -1 speed with Masho.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I will pass. Let's see.
Say 1 high for 11.
On a 5, check a 3, 4, 5.
Respond with Yangataguro to build that down.
Sounds good.
I'm in deadlock.
Alright, I just have Can't Escape Me.
Yeah. Copy Harden on a 4. Checks. I'll, if it's okay, add this to my hand.
Oh, wait. I'll, -3 speed.
I'll, if it's okay, add this to my hand.
I'll cancel.
Yeah. That's the cost, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will not cancel. You can do it. Huh.
Yeah. It's your hands.
I will say -1 speed with Masho.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 5 damage with Yangataguro. Oh.
Yeah. I'll add Adorable Telepath to my hand and say -1 speed.
Yeah. So slow. Adorable Telepath is a high block, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll flip Chivalrous with both draw if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. Pass.
I'll also pass it. Say 4 high for
Or
11.
-1. -1
And -1
high.
for.
But I'll block on a 4, 3, 4. And then I'll say -1 damage to your next one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's play a final smash on a 5. Checks. Any responses?
I'll say -2 speed.
Yeah. I'll stack a card if that's okay with final smash.
All right.
Determined. You're enhance. This one gets -1 damage.
I'll say -1 speed with Masho.
Give it 4 damage with Younger Taguro.
I will spooky swap the speed damage.
Yeah. So it's 2 damage.
Yes.
I'll pass.
I'm going to Knott's Flask, take its damage down by 3.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I will pass.
It's for -1.
I'll take it.
Yeah. We'll go Copy Harden on a 6. Checks a 6. Any responses?
-3 speed.
Yeah. Add this to my hand for 3 damage, if that's okay.
All right, that sounds good. I will. I'll flip Bobaton's coaching. We can both discard a card and draw a card.
Give it 5 damage with Younger Taguro.
Sounds good. -1 speed with Masho Concealment.
Yeah. I will pass.
It is 11 damage.
Yes.
11 damage, and it's a high. I will go. It's 0 speed. I will half block on a 6. Check a 5, 6. I'll take 6 damage. I'll respond Ultra Regen. Gain 2, draw 2.
Yeah.
I think I only have the 1 card left, and then I'll cycle and draw.
I'll go Settling All Debts on 4. I'll pass. It was only this one that dealt.
I will review out this, draw 4. And you have 3 in hand, 8 ready, 2 invincible bodies. I can cancel 1. Let's go on a 5. Checks. I'll respond. 2 speed. I will. Do you have a response?
I do have a response. Yeah, no damage.
Sounds good. I will. So damage cannot be modified. So do I want speed anymore? I'll respond with 1 easily excited for another speed. Any response?
Yeah. I got on.
I will first enhance. I will commit both invincible bodies.
Yeah. What would, sorry?
Ice Sword Execution.
Oh, yeah. I'll pass.
I'm gonna mill 3 with Flask. Nothing.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will. So I could still freeze something, but that's probably not worth it. I don't think I have anything else since I can't modify the damage. I will pass. 8 high 5.
I'll take 5.
That's good. Let's go rejuve on a 6. 5, 6. I'll respond. Gain 2, draw 2. I will respond plus 2 speed. Oh, sorry. Did you have a response in between those?
No, I did not.
Okay. I will also respond with my other easily excited for a speed.
Yeah.
My first enhance will be, let's go ahead and let's commit my character with Petty Squabble. We both discard 2 and draw 2.
Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. No notes.
I will, since I've discarded a card, get a momentum.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will Oh, I put my whole deck in my momentum. Hold on. Just my top card. I will EX 3 once.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I'll lose a life with paying the cost for a damage.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I'll lose another life for a damage.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will give it a damage with Masho Concealment.
I'll pass.
And I will flip Red Riot's the coolest for 2 damage.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will pass as well. 10 mid for 11.
Yeah. Let's try half block on an 11. Check a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll take 6.
6. Yeah, then I'll go on a 6. Check a 5, commit for 6. I'll respond. 2 speed. Any response?
I got one.
I will I'm gonna Knots Flask, give it 3 damage.
Yeah. You can rush through because I got no hits.
Alright, I'm going to give it 2 damage with both paying the costs, damage with Masho Concealment, and then say pass. And it's for 10.
Yeah, I'll go down to 1.
And then I'll echo it on a 6, 5, 6, respond 2 speed. Anything?
No, that's game.
Alright, good game.
Yeah. Once you commit down my invincible bodies, I could not do much. I really
Yeah, this was getting this as a lead off was big. Like I could cancel 1 and I drew pretty hot. But yeah, getting those out of the way is big. And then having this for the nebulous stare was very nice.
Yeah. Have you got any time for round 2?
I've got to go get my son for school, but I am in for next time because I always need people to play at early morning, and that's way better for everybody in the UK. So I am in for next time. I think I'm going to start also getting up on like Wednesdays and Fridays too. So I'll let you know.
I'm off school for half term this whole week, so I'll be free whenever.
Awesome. Yeah, so we'll get a rematch later this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for jumping on and giving me a test.
Thank you.
I will see you later.
See you later.
And all right, so that is it for me. Let's see. Let's read the thing. It's 10 damage. Your target should get 4, not 5. FYI, Friday and Monday this week is bank holidays for UK folk. Oh, nice. Well, Friday is Good Friday over here, so at least at my office, we're off on Friday. Although I don't know how off I really am going to be because I'm way behind at work. Love Copy Harden. Yeah, Copy Harden being a cost, that is news to me. I have totally canceled that before in testing with Can't Escape Me and misplayed that. I'm thinking back specifically. I was playing like Ryan Kogod like a month ago, and he was playing all younger. That was like his deck. He was testing it with this really cool combo with interdimensional plants and like the May attack that says ready an asset, and so he'd ready interdimensional plants, and he would just keep committing interdimensional plants for like +1 to his check, drawing cards. Really cool little combo. He was also using like Final Smash and all the draw stuff. But I definitely canceled the Copy Harden with Can't Escape Me, and we misplayed that. So you learn something new every testing session, because that's a big deal. Like I committed Jin to cancel the Final Smash, which was probably dumb. Like on that attack string, I honestly what happened is I felt very complacent being at 15 foundations, knowing that I had could get to 5 cards in hand, that I had the dimensional and the unbreakable. I was feeling and that I could go and grab my adorable telepath for a high block. I was feeling a little too complacent. There was no reason I should not have canceled that first Final Smash. That was not the thing for me to cancel. I should have kept Jin ready and canceled a Copy Harden. Well, no, because I can't. It's still part of the cost. What am I saying? It's still part of the cost. Even if I cancel the Copy Harden, it's still going to do that. That many attacks and 8 ready. Damn. Yeah, that is what I like about Jin. So my plan with Jin is basically that Jin gets the ability to be a control character and disrespect Deadlock. Because Jin gets to cancel something, because Masho Concealment gets to cancel something, I can typically, even if you're playing like a Vile Seizing deck, I can typically sprint into Deadlock and be pretty safe. It's going to take multiple Deadlock enhances. If they use Snack Time Deadlock, I can always use Petty Squabble and commit down the snack time so that they can't use the deadlock anymore. Like there's so many ways for Jin to turn off deadlock that it doesn't feel too scary just to build out like crazy. Um, Gotta love when the cost is part of the effect you want. Yu-Gi-Oh design. What was the other card that was doing that? Oh, there was another card. This has been a subject of debate recently in like our team Discord chat. But and I'm on. George has been saying this, and I think I'm on his side. He's been saying that Falling Heel Strike is just better in Death Younger than 45% power, because Falling Heel Strike, you can unflip your Unsettling Old Debts, and then you can just draw. So Falling Heel Strike can say, I get to draw, and it's a 4/4, same as 45%. It's a low block instead of a mid block, and it says stun 1. And you can unflip a tech piece if you need it to. Also, Falling Heel Strike, the unflip a foundation is part of the cost, not part of the effect. So like 45%, the draw can get canceled by Jin. But with Falling Heel Strike, you're sending it to a foundation where it can't be canceled by Jin. That was just a cool interaction that we saw the other day as well, that the unflip a foundation being part of the cost can't really be canceled by Jin. And so even if you're unflipping like a tech piece like Desperate Struggle, or you're unflipping like Keiko's Aid, then those things still get to go off. Falling Heel Strike, definitely I think underrated in the Death Younger builds at the moment. Yeah, that's just been a debate that we've been having. But that's Void Jin. I definitely got lucky that game. I got lucky that I had the Dimensional Spheres in hand because it's really good against Younger. Because it says Younger tries to poke, and Dimensional says remove it. You're not going to get a free build from your poke attack. It's also just a Omni block and throw hate. So if a Younger list is running like the Nebulous, or on the Death list they would be running Jawjammer, then you can get rid of it. Definitely saw some of the limitations of Jin though. Like I never had anything close to a kill hand until the end. But that's basically what Jin's doing, is just trying to build, stay alive, and then eventually find a spot where I know I've got it. I wish I got to play those Shards of Winter, because it is my favorite. It is my favorite attack in the deck. But we never did see Knott's Flask. My Knott's Flask was like, I'm running a low attack ratio in this deck, 23 attacks and 75 cards, and my Knott's Flask was hitting. I hit 3 straight attacks twice. The odds of that are so incredibly low. Like yesterday, I was saying that Knott's Flask, I was getting tons of booze counters, constantly milling foundations. In this game, never did get an extra booze counter. But we can see when you have the spooky, you swap the speed and damage, and then your Knott's Flask takes the damage to 0. It's really nice. Just keeps your rival off of momentum. Been thinking about, I don't know, Spooky at a 2x feels right. Welcome to Void, never kill them. Yeah, that's my hope, is that this and this, the combination of these two cards, is going to give me kill strings. Because my main way I'm killing people is just with echoes. The main limitation of Void Jin is that I'm not ignoring progressive difficulty. I'm playing a very honest game. So cards like Keiko's Aid, Breakers, anything like that is going to be really, really detrimental to my game plan. The only way I'm ignoring progressive is by playing echo attacks. And that's all I've got. So it's not like Chaos Mirio where I was clearing my card pool with Phantom Threat. I'm not playing like Tornado Fist that clears it if they don't block. I was just realizing that I'd rather have Shards of Winter and Dimensional Sphere than those flash attacks. I'm bringing the goat to Rinku. I'm disappointed with myself. I've been wanting to play Rinku for like a serious competitive event. Like maybe I'll build Rinku for local qualifier next weekend. I don't know. I think he's actually quite good. I think he's very, very good. People just aren't playing him because there's Jin and Younger, and they're just obviously and Byakko, you know, and those three are just so pushed above the rest of the Yu Yu Hakusho characters. There are Jin foundations, but that depends if you're actually playing air attacks. Yeah, why to stop people doing it on a fully unflipped board? Yeah, the downside of falling heel strike is that if you're like turn two, it kind of sucks. You got a fully unflipped board. It's not doing anything. 45% power is drawing you a card on turn two. So there is that. There is that. That's real. All right, well, that is going to do it for me. It is 6:47 my time, so I've got to go. But I really appreciated Kai jumping on and playing a game. I wish we got to play a full round instead of only one game. Talked about the characters. I gave a little overview of the Void Jin list and the changes that I'm making. I've probably got a lot more changes coming in the future, but this is where I'm at right now, and it's feeling all right for this Saturday. I just bought the cards I needed. By the way, if you ever need cards, who did I buy from? His Discord name is Planeswalker25. I forget his real name. He is the best guy to buy cards from because he ships them out the next day. Low cost shipping. Like I said, hey, I need 3 double tornado fists, 2 Botan's coaching, 2 of this, 1 of this, and he got it all out for me. Very fair price, tracked next day. I've bought cards from him like 3 or 4 times. Just the best card seller. Always has what I need and gets it in the mail the next day. TCG player, sometimes you buy, takes 2 weeks to show up. Well, I decided I was playing Jin 2 days ago for my local qualifier. I need cards this week, so highly recommend them if you're ever in the market for some cards. That's going to do it for me. I will see you guys next time, probably Thursday, but there's a chance for tomorrow.